double Angus cheeseburgers with pickles, Swiss cheese, onion relish, mustard and tomato ketchup, and brioche buns. Yum. Welcome back, everybody, to another camping with Tony and Bernie, the border collie, in the back here. We've got a overnighter, hopefully in a beautiful bushy forest. Got some weather coming in. Right now it seems lovely, but I can see a lot of cloud over to my right. We've got some great food to cook up. We're going to chill out and have a great chat as well at cigar time, because I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. And we've got an interesting tent. This is an elevated tent that I tried 3 years ago, and it leaked, and I sent it back. This is the replacement version, and fingers crossed it doesn't leak. We have got rain coming in. I've also, because my awning is ripped off the truck, I no longer have an awning. So I will be using a tarp, old school. This is one of my old school camps, like I used to do it. Should be fun. All right, everyone, I'll bring you back at camp. All right, everybody, I found the spot. That was a long drive, but well worth it. We're right by a beautiful stream here, river. I've got this whole place to myself so far, touch wood. I'm off the track. This was very, very gnarly. Definitely needed a high four-wheel drive clearance to get here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our tent. I've got a lot of cool stuff. But first of all, we're going to get Bernie his treat, because he's been such a good boy. Bernie always gets his treat first. Look at a treat, Bernie. He's going to sit. Right, we're going to try sit pretty and see how it goes. Okay, sit pretty. Sit pretty. Come on. Sit pretty. Go on, you almost got it. Go on. Come on, Bernie. Yeah. Good boy. That was sort of a hot pretty. Okay, so what I think I might do is set the tent up here, actually here, facing the river. I think it's got two doors, I can't remember, but I want it facing the river, so I'll set it up here. It's an elevated tent, so it doesn't matter if the ground is flat or not really. Set it up here, facing the river like that, back to here, and drape a tarp over where I want to sit out. I don't want to drape a tarp right over the tent because I want to see if it's rainproof. Now I know it doesn't look like we're going to get any rain, but the forecast says we are, so fingers crossed we do. If we don't, whatever, doesn't matter. All right, so let's get the tent out. So this is my cooking gear. Now we're in a fire ban, so I've brought a gas grill with me, and look, you've got high grass and stuff like that, so you can't have a proper fire at all at this time of year. It's quite a big tent, and it is the Austrail stretcher tent, two-person stretcher tent. As I say, I've tested this before, the previous version. It leaked, it was stuffy, to be honest, it was absolutely horrible. So I am hoping for better things with this one, so I'm going to set it up here. I guess we can set it up and then move it around just to get it exactly right. Now I've set it up once at home and it wasn't that complicated. Comes with the usual crappy Chinese pegs, but I don't think we're getting any wind. So the only thing I'd need to peg out, I think, will be the fly cover. Right now, it's an all-in-one built-in tent. So we've got poles And it's got an awning, so it's got poles for its awning as well. So the reason I've bought this tent is I'm actually a big fan of elevated tents, stretcher tents, being off the ground. Can use it in rough terrain, doesn't matter so much. Okay, so there's one long pole, two short poles, and then two really short poles. Okay. This thing is pretty big actually. Look at that. Now I need enough room to be able to get in the truck from this side. So I've got to give myself enough room on the sides just to open the doors, which I have. Okay. And then I think we thread the poles through the sleeves. Yeah. And it is 2 doors, which is good. Man, it's so hot. Whew. But I don't know what this very long pole. I see. It wasn't 2 poles, it was 1 pole. Okay, just being an idiot, as usual. All right, let's thread this through. I think this is one of those tents where if there's 2 of you, it's going to be a lot easier. Now I think I've said some not very nice things about Oz Trail in the past, but I think they've been justified. But just about the quality, lack of quality, I think they used to be Australian, but now I think they're just Chinese. Not disparaging Chinese, but they're just not as good as they were. But this is the improved version, so and apparently it's based on a lot of things I said and others have said, and my video with it. They stopped sales of it. Okay, so what you do is there are grommets in the corners that you attach these to. Somewhere. Oh no, it's the sleeves. Okay, so you... Hello, Bernie. Hello. You helping? Did you enjoy your treat? Bernie, I can't see the grommet. Hello. I can't see the grommet, Bernie. It's very difficult setting up a tent with Bernie. Hang on, Bernie. Just wait. Right, that's one. He just wants to go for a play in the river. 2, and then the other 2. Man, it's so hot. I'm starting to sweat. It is summer here in New Zealand. I feel like I have to say this every time. It's the opposite of the Northern Hemisphere. In case you're watching this now in, what are we in, February? Okay, and then you've got clips. Look at this thing, it's awesome. Okay, you've got a tie at the top here to stop it sagging and to just firm it up. Why they use an old school tie, I don't know. They could just use a clip. Seems a bit cheap. Whatever. Okay, so you tie that on. Then you've got these 2 cross poles. Go in here and provide sideways lateral support, I guess. One there and one on the other side here. Okay, that pretty much is it. So you've got a mesh here that goes underneath the tent. It's a sort of a gear loft storage for under the tent. Put your shoes in, things like that. But what we're going to do is put the fly on. So those that know me know I am an expert at throwing flies on. Oh. Ah, I actually did it that time. Okay, so we've got a vent here. See, the last one, the first version, didn't have vents. Can you believe that? Crazy. Got a door here. And the other vent here. Okay. Now I'm assuming there's a little Velcro piece inside. Yeah. So you attach it with these Velcro straps just to keep it in place on the frame. Let's just go around and do all these. And on the other side as well. All right, and yeah, you've got these side vents that have got mesh inside as well, so you don't have to worry about bugs getting into those. Not that I think that's that important, because you've got mesh all around the inside anyway. And another one on this side. Good. Now we do need to peg it out, so let me get my hammer. And I'm going to use their pegs. Actually, the sun's gone in for a minute, which is nice. I was getting so hot then. Hey, look, it's got plenty of guy lines, and it's got guy lines in here as well. It comes with 2 extra guy lines, but it's got guy lines attached on the sides. I just don't think it's necessary to use those at the moment. Where do I want to start? I probably want to start on the corners. Sorry, on the edges here. No, got to be the corners. Well, they're elastic, which is nice. Good boy, Bernie. Pretty soft ground. Excuse the arse shot. And then there's some venting system here. Airflow. Climatech enhanced airflow. I don't know. Maybe with these top vents that works. Okay, and that really is it. Now, these doors come up as an awning. So I'm going to keep this one down. I think if it rains, I tell you what, this material already looks better than the last one of these. Where it leaked was the toggles, but I tell you what, this looks good. Quality looks much better. So I'm not going to guide out because we don't have strong wind coming, but I will use the poles and we'll lift this awning up or roll it up, one of the two. So that's what these guy lines are for, is because obviously if you make this an awning, then you're going to have to guy it down with the poles. You know what, I just don't think I want to do that right now. It's not raining, I don't think we'll have an awning just yet. So let's zip this up and roll it up. Hello, Bernie. Hello, my lovely. Hello. Oh no, Bernie, no, naughty. I know, you're happy. Hang on, Bernie. Oh, Bernie, no. All right, let's roll this up. Oh, oops. Oh, pegged the wrong one down. Idiot. Hang on, Ben. Hold on, Benny. Oh, Benny, no. Oh, oh, Benny. Too many kisses, Bernie. Okay. Let's roll this bad boy. The other good thing about rolling these awnings up like this is if it does rain, at least it will deflect some of the rain off the side. Okay, toggles. I need to look at these, see if they're going to leak. These are sealed properly and they've got waterproof material on. Okay, so they definitely listened and seem to have fixed it. Wow, this is a palace. Look at this thing. I think we need to go in and have a look. There's a handy pocket here for the door. That's good. And we are, we're in. And look, it's got this foam base. So in summer, to be honest, I'm getting so hot. It's hot in here now. In summer, I think this foam base might be enough. You just sleep directly on top of it. It's quite thick. But other than summer, no, you're going to need a pad on it. I tell you what, I'm liking this. It's got a hook up the top here. There are little pockets. A couple of little pockets, okay. This is good, but it is hot. I think we're going to be sweltering here tonight if it doesn't get cold. But I might be able to leave the door open. We'll see. And the awning up. It depends if we get rain, how much rain. I'm not even going to set the awning up here yet until the rain comes. I mean, I'm pretty much set up. I've got to bring my bedding in. In fact, let's do that. Oh, it's so hot. I hope it cools down soon. Okay, bedding. So I do have, on the other side, I have a pad. I've got a 30 Fahrenheit bag, which is plenty. This is the Diamond Park Big Agnes bag, very comfy. That's a 30 Fahrenheit. And I've got everything else on the other side. So let's get that. giving myself a whole lot of room. All my bits and bobs, chair, pad, everything else. So as I said, my awning is broken on the tent. It broke, it got destroyed. So I bought a tarp, old school, that I can set up if I need to sit out if it's raining. But yeah, I want to keep this unprotected just because I really need to see how it gets on. Got my chair, which is crucial. Table. And Bernie's bed. Bernie. It is Bernie. I'm losing my mind. Bernie's bed for inside because he's bound to get a bit damp because he'll be playing in the river. Right now, he's exhausted. I don't think you can see him. He's just lying at the bottom of the camera. He's got water right there, fresh river water, and he has been drinking from it. Right, we'll keep the poles and everything handy. I can't see us using this mesh. But it's a good idea. It's to put all your shoes and stuff underneath. Like a shelf. Oh, and then we can get cooking up because I need a coffee. Desperate for a coffee. Right, so I've bought a pad and I probably will use it just because it'll be more comfortable than just lying on the foam. And then I've got guy lines, stuff like that for the tarp. So we'll get rid of all this. Right, we'll set the table up, we'll set my chair up, and then I'll take you for a wander. Oh, and I forgot to say, I've got my pillow in my bag as well. Forgetting a pillow, that would be a bad day, bad night. Chair. Table. My trusty Zempire table. Great success! Comfy. So comfy. Oh, that's nice. Take the weight off the back. I can see the river. I've got Bernie with me. It's beautiful. This is the life. Let me take you for a wander around. Hey Bernie, how are you? Are you having a good time? Come on, let's show them the river. So look at what I've got here. Ho ho ho! What a spot. Can you even see in the distance there? Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. Look at that. Got mountains, beautiful cascading river. Oh, Bernie's in the water. Hey Bernie, you're cooling down. You need to cool down. There's a pool right here that you could swim in easily. Hey, look at that. That's got to be 5 foot deep right here. Crystal clear water. I would be tempted to go swimming in it. Maybe if I was a bit hotter, I would jump in there, no problem. You never know, in the morning. But look at this. It's just staggeringly beautiful. Little waterfalls. Come on, Bernie, let's go. It is absolutely lovely. Actually, it's quite fast flowing here, so if you did get in that pool, you'd be swept away quite quickly. That's moving at quite a rate. That's lovely. That is so lovely. Look, there's just nothing around. It's just me with this paradise. And Bernie, who's already been in. I'm sure he's going to go for more of a swim when he gets a bit hotter. Right. I go to some nice places here in New Zealand, I really do, but this is ticking a lot of boxes. I do like cold, grim weather, but this is lovely. And it's actually cooler here by the river. I could do with a bit of rain though. It doesn't look like anything's coming anytime soon. All right, Bernie, should we go back? Are you gonna go for a swim? Now I wonder, if I throw a stick, will he go for it? Now he's been swimming a lot lately, but he only does it when Bolly is around, his sister. Hang on, let me just break a stick off for him. Ugh. Okay, let's see, Bernie, what's the stick? Got the stick? Ready? I'll chuck it in the shallow end first. Go on. He's in, partially. Oh, he got his feet wet, that was about it. Well done, Bernie. Good boy. I wonder if you'll go a little bit further. Hey, should we try a bit further? Ready? Oh, he's keen. Ready? Bernie. There it is. Go on, go get it. Go get it. Where is it, Bernie? Oh, you can't see it in the light. It's gone. Oh, Bernie, I need to get you another one. Hang on. All right, let's try again. I've got a bigger stick here. Ready? Bernie, ready? Go on then. Go get it. He's only a puppy. I've got to start small with him. Good boy. Come on. He's 10 months old. Bernie, where are you going with your stick? Should we throw it again? All right, let's throw it again. Ready? Go on. Come on, Bernie. Go, 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 go. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Good boy. You got it, good boy. Come on. Should we try it again? Should we go again, Bernie? Ready? Go on. No, that's too far for him, I think. Go on, Bernie. Quickly. No, you're going to get it. He's following it all the way down the river. Can you get it, Bernie? No? No, he's too scared. He's a puppy. He's not used to it. He's still getting used to the water. If that was one of my previous dogs, then no problem. But he's just so timid at the moment. Aren't you, Bernie? Good boy. You did a great job. And look, so yeah, this is the river, and then the camp, for perspective, is right here. So there's my chair. So I'm looking straight out at this. This is crazy. I got the whole thing to myself. This is nuts. Oh, all right, let's get a coffee on. Actually, before I put a coffee on, I need some shade from this sun. There are a lot more clouds coming over now, so fingers crossed. I won't need this for long. But I think we do need to put this out as a screen. Okay, so we've got pegs and we've got guys. So I think it's just 2 poles. Yeah, 2 poles, which means you can get 1 awning only, not 2 awnings. But that's fine. Like that, they're not very high, but they will do. Okay, so they go in here. Right. Bumblebees. They're attracted to blue. Okay, so attach this to the corded end, just turn it over and then pull it through. It won't go anywhere. Like that, that's it, that's all you need to do. And then the other end is what we'll peg it down with. So we'll do this at 45-degree angle and then the other one at 45-degree angle. So I'm kind of betting that Bernie knocks these over at some point. But he'll like the shade as well. You see, the sun's just gone in, just as I said that. Be out in 1 second, you wait and see. Okay, but he'll like the shade. He's hot. So Bernie is a purebred border collie. He's not really meant for these conditions. It's too hot for him. He likes it cold. This is his first summer because he's 10 months old and he's not adapting to it very well at all. He's not enjoying it. Okay. Oh, I hate guy lines everywhere. It's such a pain, but this is what it is. Okay. That works. Look at that. As a sunshade, absolutely perfect. As a rain cover, absolutely useless. You would need a center something here to make sure the rain doesn't pool completely. Or you'd have to really lower one side to have it come down, so you could bring that pole in and do that. Yeah, I've used these sorts of things before and they are rubbish in the rain. You'd still rather have that than nothing though, because you can make it work. Okay, so now I've got shade and a little bit of rain cover. I think next up we'll do a coffee. Maybe in about 10 minutes. I need to just chill for a minute first. Woo. Right, time for that coffee. Oh, it's good to just be able to sit and chill for a minute. But I am desperate for coffee, and I've got a treat today. So as many of you know, searching for or having what you call a decent cup of coffee, a good smooth cup of coffee, it's hard enough at the best of times. But when you're camping or out on the go, or even just going for a picnic or something like that, it's even harder. And you remember a couple of videos ago, I used a product by AeroPress that I'd got a while back, and it was my first time trying it. I absolutely loved it. Well, the good folks at AeroPress have contacted me, and they've sent me their new system, which I'm going to use, which I'm going to show you. So we'll get this water boiling, and then we'll get a really, really good cup of coffee on the go. This is the life. Now, can you see me? Yes, you can. So, this is the new AeroPress Go Plus. Comes in this cream color, it comes in black, comes in pink. They actually sent me all three to try out, so I've used them. And I've been using the black one a lot. I've got the cream one with me. So basically, it's the famous AeroPress quality coffee that everyone is used to. That's used, if you've ever used AeroPress, believe me, it's a very good coffee. But it's in the convenience of this new system that's all in one. So you've got your tumbler, which is also insulated, and as it says on the side, press for better coffee. You've got your paper filters that are stored in the bottom. That is a fantastic feature. You've got a stirrer here, a little cup, and then this is the actual works of it, the main unit, the plunger. Now, if you've ever taken a French press with you, you know it's messy, takes a while, they're bulky. Average, I'd say average coffee from a French press. I've never had a fantastic coffee from it. This is something else. So what I'll do is, I'll walk you through it. We take our filter, paper filter, connect that in the bottom. That goes on there like so. Actually, I'm going to put my paper filters here. Now, being my channel, you know this is going to be a bit clumsy because I'm always clumsy. So, I ground this coffee this morning. This is full-bodied, and once it's been in the AeroPress, this is going to be so smooth. Okay, now it's windy. All right. Actually, I'm going to put that in with the coffee. That works. Now give that a shake just to even it out. Okay, so there are numbers on the side. So I'm going to pour this up to number 4. This is just boiled. This is so easy. Give it a stir. Put the plunger in the top, and what that does is just leave it there for 60 seconds. So what that does is it creates a vacuum so that the water doesn't just suddenly go dripping through. So it's soaking nicely in that right now. And you wait 60 seconds, and then you're going to have a smooth, and look at the color, it's a beautiful color. You're going to have a beautiful smooth cup of coffee. That's what you need when you go camping. It takes 2 minutes to clean up as well. You just rinse everything, screw it all back together, and you saw how it came, just in one neat unit. You can carry it anywhere. Take it to the airport, just get some hot water and you've got your own coffee. It's pretty indestructible. You can drop this thing as a unit, it will survive. It's got a lid for the tumbler with the sip hole, and that will keep it nice and warm for a long time. All right, I think our 60 seconds is pretty much up. So you just push, like so, push, just as you would with a French press. Don't go too fast. And that's dripping nicely into the tumbler. And that's it. Done. Decent cup of coffee at camp. And it's good to go. Oh yeah. So, lid goes on, like so. And that's it. Biggest problem I've had at camping is not having an insulated mug. Now, all in one, easy to go, won't get cold, middle of winter, no matter where you are, will stay hot for a long time. Let's try this. Oh yeah, smooth, very smooth. Hardly any bitterness to it whatsoever. Full bodied, like a wine, lovely. Very nice, very nice. So thank you AeroPress, and they've done a deal so that you can get your own one as well. And it's an incredible offer for my audience on the Go Plus. Visit aeropress.com/Tony in uppercase. That's /Tony. That's aeropress.com/Tony, Tony, and use the promo code Tony to save 20% off your order. That's aeropress.com/Tony, and be sure to use the code Tony at checkout to save 20%. And it's time to say goodbye to just crappy coffee, and yes, to better adventures fueled by better coffee. And we thank AeroPress for sponsoring this video. So once more, thank you AeroPress. Cheers everybody. Cheers Bernie. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to be finishing that coffee on this trip. All right everyone, I'm going to chill out. Bring you back a bit later. Oh, sandflies. Sandflies are bugging me. Got to rock the old thermocell. Got a horrible feeling though. It's out. It's okay, I've got a whole new load here. I get quite a few comments about the thermocell. Does it really work? Blah blah blah. Is it toxic? Look, pretty much anything that kills mosquitoes, not just deters them, but kills them, and midges and sandflies, which is what we get here, of course it's going to be toxic. Probably permethrin or something disgusting. So yeah, of course it's toxic. But it works. And sometimes you just want what works. These things work. And they're brilliant. So you sort of ignite it. I put the gas in. Imagine if things blew up. There you go. And there's a little light. I'll hold it up, but there's no way you're going to be able to see in there, I don't think. I don't know what you saw. So yeah, thermocell for the whim. Yeah, because the midges, the sandflies were getting on my nerves. So I'm sitting here having a zesty drink. I'm watching some Steve Wallace. He cracks me up, he's such a good guy. When I met him last year at his place, I learned a lot more about him, but yeah, such a great guy. And he's just done a 1970s video, 1970s camp. He goes all in. This guy, very, very good.
production with it. The main meal is going to be a little tuna helper here. And
good one, Steve. By the way, sit rep on the weather, that is now directly over us. So I don't know what that means, but it could start raining. So if it does, I think we're going to need to get ready to put the tarp up. Maybe we should do that now just in case. So let's get the big tarp set up. Okay, so it's a 4 meter by 2 meter tarp. And what I'm thinking is, I clip it to the van, to the truck. Actually, it's a 4 meter by 3 meter, sorry. So if I do 3 meters out, 4 meters along, or 4 meters out, 3 meters long, I don't know. Tricky. I could just do 3 meters wide and peg it from the back, she said. So I'll clip it, clip it on the back first. Oh no, I didn't sort my cord out, my cordage. I have to fast forward this bit. Okay, so I've got 2 here. I think it would give me more flexibility, because 4 meters is a long way to come out. And I don't need that much coverage to sit out and maybe cook on top of what I've got there without awning. So I might just clip these . So I've got a clip on the back here, carabiner, so I'll have it overlap like that. Clip that one. Yeah, so this is going to be the length. Okay, so 4 meter. This is going to go up over my door. We'll do the same on this one. I'll get there, you'll see what I'm doing. Doesn't make much sense right now. Yeah, and then this one can clip. On the other side here as well. Actually, I don't know if this is going to be suitable or not. I don't know what to do. I'm in a conundrum. Alright, I'm going to actually put it around the bull bar. Just clip it onto the bull bar here. Yeah, this should work. Okay, we're getting there. So all this stuff is in the way right now. I need to just move it. making a mess. All right. So I want the tarp to come over the top. Yeah, okay. How are we going to do this? How's that look? Oh, not bad at all. Look at that. Could even have it pop over a bit more. Okay, I need to spray it up the other end. This is difficult. Okay, I'm going to put it around the snorkel. Hello, Bernie. Make you jump. Alright, that's better. Yeah, okay. So we'll get that end tightened up first to the correct length. All right, we're getting there, we're getting there. I didn't really think this through. Remember, with me, it's do as I say, not as I do. And I can cover my starling, that makes no difference. All right, and then I just need to get my poles out, set those up. Now the wind is starting to swirl, so I can pop this up. Okay, I've got my green elephant poles. I don't want them, I think that's high enough, just a bit lower than the door so that it slopes down. So it'll be like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, I've got to undo all my guys again. Oh my gosh, why didn't I do this before? Oh, I'm gonna have to fast forward again. Okay, got my guys. Right now, because this could take quite a battering. Actually, I've got these are pretty big. Whoa, be careful, Bernie. Let me get my big stakes out. All right, here we go then. Big stakes for the win. Clip these on. Oh, such a faff. I hate guy lines. Right, clip them onto the peg. All right, that's one. Where's this one going to go? All right. So it's actually going to go over this awning. It's going to go out there. Okay. Riveting stuff, I know. Oh wow, I tell you what, that is not bad at all. Great success. Look at this. That's so solid. I can't see this pooling. And the awning here is covered, so that's not a big deal. I like it. Good setup. Okay, now we just wait for the rain. Right, I've made a decision to bring the tent forward a bit. Yeah, so my reasoning is, hear me out, there is a gap here of about almost 2 feet between the opening and the cover being under here, the opening of the door. Now I want to test the waterproofness of this tent, I do, but I can still sit out. If I don't bring it forward, any rain that comes in is just going to get to me here if it's a bit windy. So, and also it'll bring me closer to cook with my thing there as well. So I think what we're going to have to do is shift everything forward a couple of feet, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm going to have to pull all the pegs out, but because it's a stretcher tent, I'll just be able to drag the whole thing over once I've taken all the pegs out. So I guess I'll fast forward. Actually, what I'll do is, I don't even know if I need the awning up at the moment. I might just wrap it all up, fold it up in the cover. See what happens. And if I need to provide a little bit of extra shelter, then I can. But I think what should happen is any rain that comes off here will come onto here and spill down the sides. At least that's the theory. There you go. So we don't need the poles. And we don't need the pegs. Cool. Well, we'll see how that is. I've got a feeling I will have to put the awning up if the rain comes, because if there's a bit of a breeze, I'm going to get wet here. I don't know. We'll see. Cool. That was pretty easy to move. You see, stretch a tent. So easy. It doesn't matter if you drag it on the ground or anything. I might need to sit in it just to make sure it's all okay now. Oh. Hey! Oh yeah. Great success. Cool. Actually, it feels so much more airy now that I haven't got that awning above me. And I can stand up straight. Because this is what? This must be 6'8" up, so loads of room. All good. I feel better already. So I can tell that, yeah, definitely the water's going to come off this tarp straight down onto me. But it's better than it was. And I can hook the awning up here if I have to. I could even just tie it off to the corners of the tarp and the door instead of using the poles. Right, bring you guys back for dinner. Hey Bernie, it's almost dinner time. Come on. Thought I'd just go for a bit of a walk. Took Bernie for a bit of a walk. Heading back. Almost back at camp. Look at this river. Now you have to be careful sometimes because there are overhangs here and not a lot of ground holding them up. Look at this. Some very dark clouds. Bernie wants his dinner, so he's crying. He's very needy, aren't you, a puppy? Oops. Don't drop those. Yeah. What a beautiful spot. So camp is around there. Careful, Bernie. Beautiful. Come on, Bernie. Let's go back. Let's get dinner. Yeah. Go, go, go. He's so springy. He's coming on so well. He's just got to mature. He's so immature. He is such a puppy, such a baby still, such a mummy's boy. But he's getting there. He's going to get his independence, his strength. All border collies get it eventually. And then he'll be a handful. Then he'll try and be the boss. But it'll be more exciting. And he'll show more intelligence then as well. All right, so down this little gnarly track, back to camp. This is actually a 4x4 track. Look at this thing. My truck would struggle to fit through this gap. I mean, it would get scraped to hell. That's pretty narrow. Oh, I'm hungry, Bernie. We've got to put dinner on. You want your dinner? I want my dinner. Hey, which way should we go? Just go this way. Come, come. Oh, back out. Just heaven. Oh, I could have a cabin here if I thought there would snow, but it doesn't snow down here. Not very often at all. This looks very gloomy up here. Let's hope we get some rain. What do you think, Bern? Look how brown he's getting here. And Bruno was the same. He had quite a bit of brown in him, whereas Brucey was almost all black. You've got a lot of brown coming on, haven't you? Covered in seeds. Okay, dinner. Oh, and I tied up the awning just to get it out of the way. So the poles, I do have other poles that I could make this even higher. Up here. But I decided against it. I think this is enough, just like this. And then any rain that comes off, I'm hoping, well, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm hoping if rain falls down here, that it hits onto here and then somehow makes its way and spills down the side. That's the plan anyway. We'll see. All right, let's get some dinner on. Dinner? Yeah. Okay, dinner. So Bernie and I will have ours at the same time. Just get my cooker out, my grill. Put all my spare components in there that I do not need right now. Right. Ugh. This cob grill is now my go-to cooking when I can't have a fire, when I'm car camping or whatever. It just works, it's just reliable. Can't tell if that's lit yet. It is. All right, cool. So put that there like that. Let that heat up. Shouldn't take long. Should take about 10 minutes. Get it nice and piping hot. I've got burgers, buns, cheese, relish, pickles, mustard, the whole lot. So 10 minutes and then we're good to go. Oh, and then we've got to get Bernie's as well. All right, this is pretty much ready. Gonna get zesty drink. I know, they're bad for me, but so are a lot of things. Okay, let's get dinner out. So for dinner, we've got Angus beef burgers, brioche buns, and we've got cheese, onion relish, Coleman's English mustard, tomato ketchup, and some gherkins. We're going all out. Right, now I do have American mustard in there as well, but no thanks. It's just not suitable for this occasion. Okay, got some olive oil cooking spray. So let's get cracking. All right, let's get some burgers on. So what we're going to do is, because I am starving. Now, but these are huge burgers. And yes, you can cook these from frozen. I'm going to do doubles. I didn't have lunch. I've been training so hard, I'm not really having any treats. So I'm going to do doubles. Because I can. So without saying his name, this is his. So we'll put that there, ready. He knows immediately that that's his. He's just bounced right up and is getting ready to attack the food. I wish you could see him, but he's so far away. I wouldn't be able to get him in shot. He's fine. You'll see him in a bit. Right, these won't take long. So we've got some Swiss cheese that I'll put on when I turn them over. Did anyone ever see that barbecue photo? The fake photo that Chuck Schumer in the States, the Democrat, is he congressman? That he put out. Was he Senate? He's senator. It showed him cooking a barbecue. So what had happened, obviously his staff had said, we need you to do this to look like you're one of the people. And he's barbecuing, holding it and smiling at the camera. He's got burger patties and everything. And there's cheese slices on the raw burgers. Just none of it made any sense. I mean, one of the people, please. Hello, Bernie. I am afraid you're going to have to wait your turn, Bernie. You're just going to have to wait. I wish they would cut these, so I didn't have to do it. But it's a small price to pay for a decent bun. These are from Freya's. Everything will be different. No. Everything will be different in New Zealand to what you have elsewhere. I was just recently in the States. I said that in my last video. So much food, so many things, so many treats. Oh, no wonder you have an obesity crisis there, and you do have an obesity crisis in the States. I mean, it's so bad. It's probably killing more people than anything else there. It's just because of your plentiful supply of amazing, tasty food. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's onion relish. Anatoth. Onion relish. Beautiful. Now, these are chili gherkins, and I know it's a sensitive subject, gherkins. Not everyone is for them. But I'm going to do it anyway. Don't you go near my food, Bernie. Yeah, I think you could just see his head. Alright, where are we at? Cooking nicely. Did the smoke scare you? Okay, so what we're going to do is, we've got to toast the buns as well, so I've got to try and time all this correctly. It's a bit tricky. Oh, that works. I don't think you can see it, but I've got a bin here and just had to pull the drawer out a bit. Cheers everybody, zesty. Now I think the rain is going to hit us in about an hour. It would be nice to do cigar time with the sound of pitter-patter of rain. Not heavy rain with loads of wind, because it drowns out the microphone. Oh, the buns look good. Everything looks good. I'm so hungry. Okay, we'll be turning these over shortly. Right, I think it's time to turn these bad boys over. Now I actually have a thing, a contraption for this, so I don't have to keep putting it on the floor. But I don't know what I've done with it. Oh well. Okay. Oh, smoke. Oh yeah. Bit of grass in there. Alright, so what we'll do is put these around the sides, put some cheese on. I think a piece for each burger. So I've got Swiss cheese. I don't know if you can see him. I think you can. He's glued to me. Glued to what I'm doing. Right, so while they're cooking, we need to do the buns. Don't burn anything, Tony. Don't be an idiot. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Right, so the tops of the buns are not as important to do really as the bottoms. Got to get the bottoms on. I just want to give them a quick blasting. Heat them up. Yep, that's enough. Just a slight toasting, that's all. Alright, this is the important bit. The bottom. The cheese is almost ready. Oh, I wish I had more room. Okay, and then once I've got these built, we'll give him his. Look, he's kind of sulking a bit at the moment. He's like, oh, where's mine? But it is in here. It's ready to go. And then he's going to be very happy. I think that should do it. Yeah, I can turn this off. Oh, I'm so ready for this. Yes, yes, toasted, out. Oh, everything just looks so good. Right, so the heat's turned off, so it's just ambient there. Right, we'll put a bit of mustard on. This is Coleman's English mustard. If you know my channel, then you know what this is. If you don't, it's the best mustard in the world. Spicy, watch out. Bit of Heinz. All right, then the burgers can go on. Gosh, can you believe I'm going to eat 2 double cheeseburgers? It's just pure gluttony. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put some onion relish on. There you go. Gotta try the old onion relish. So good. Oh, so good. And then some. Oh, hold on. I need to get my body weight behind this. Wow, I can't get a grip because it's a bit damp because it's come out of the fridge. Bear with me. I know you can't see me. Oh, there you go. I just couldn't get a grip, so I had to use a leather glove to hold on to it. All right. Oh, these smell spicy. So these are chilied gherkins. Probably not for everyone. I guess it's kind of like the debate about pizza with pineapple, which, by the way, I've tried, and I think it's kind of weird. Don't like it that much. I'd eat it though, because I pretty much eat anything. I'm not really fussy. In fact, I'm not fussy at all. I eat most things. Food is fuel. Is there anything I've missed? I don't think there is. Okay. Wowza. These burgers are incredible. Right, let's give Bernie his dinner. Bernie, you want your dinner? So he gets his usual high protein, delicious peak Ziwi food. Before we give that to him, let me just show you these burgers. Look at that. 2 double Angus cheeseburgers with pickles, Swiss cheese, onion relish, mustard and tomato ketchup, and brioche buns. Yum. Right, now before I get into these, I'm going to need paper towels. Oh no, I got pickle on my leg. When did I do that? Oh, I just spilt it off the side of the plate. Oh, that pickle is so delicious. All right, Bernie, sit. He's such a good boy. Go on then. All right, everybody, bon appetit. This is gonna be epic. I know I could eat at the table. I'm just used to eating on my lap at camp. Oh. And in case you're wondering why I haven't got beers or anything, I will explain at cigar time. Wish me luck. OMG. There is no way to eat these cleanly. If they were singles, yeah, but not doubles. All right, everybody, I'm gonna take my time. Tell you what, the temperature is really dropping. I'm gonna have to put a sweater on, a hoodie. I'm starting to feel a little bit cold. And I think I can just hear some drops. So I'll have these and I'll bring you back for cigar time. Cheers, everyone. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Benny. We've been chilling. It rained a little bit. Not enough to even record. Tiny bit of rain. I thought we'd be getting a lot of rain, but it just stopped suddenly and didn't. It's still cloudy, but it's not going to rain. And you can see I've got rid of the awning behind me. Curled it up. No need for that. So welcome to cigar time. Got a cup of lemon and ginger tea. And we've got a Romeo and Julieta mille fleur that I've already cut. Tiny bit of rain I can hear. But yeah, you never know. Maybe there'll be more, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. To cigar time. I want to thank everybody for being loyal, sticking with the channel. Thanks to everyone who's bought merch. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our Buy Me a Coffee members who've bought us treats on Buy Me a Coffee. All our YouTube members. As I do more videos in advance, and queue them up, YouTube members will get advanced access, so thank you. Thank you to everyone who follow us on Instagram, X, Facebook group, the Facebook fan group, the Facebook page. Thanks to all the admins on the Facebook fan group as well. That's where you go to have a chat. YouTube are launching a new feature, communities. We'll see. Maybe I'll turn that on, I don't know. It seems to look better than before. Thank you to all our Patreon members, and also thank you to everyone who sent cards, treats and things like that to our PO box, particularly for Bernie. It's very sweet of people, and yeah, we really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. He's so settled, he's so clingy and lovely. He's just happy to be here. So, what's been going on? Oh, now look, I've got to issue a trigger warning here, okay? Some people just don't want politics on the channel. That's fine. You don't have to watch Cigar Time. Please, you don't have to watch Cigar Time. Just skip it. Honestly. I'm not forcing anybody to watch this. It's just me talking to you guys, talking to the camera. I just air my opinion, what I see. It means nothing. I'm not a politician. You don't have to pay to watch this video. Whatever I say will make no impact or difference to your life. We could just have a chat and we can have our own opinions about things, and there's no malice meant or anything else, okay? So if this is going to trigger you, watch something else or skip to after Cigar Time. Well, some of Cigar Time, obviously I'm talking about other things, not just this. But I would say to everyone, just relax. Just try and be nice. Don't get angry. You don't have to go and unsubscribe and just go off in a rant because I might have voted differently. If I don't even have a US vote, but if I had done so, maybe I would have voted differently to you, or I have a different opinion about people, or you think you have more facts than I have. There are just facts. There aren't your facts, my facts, their facts. There are just facts, and they're universal, and that's it, period. And as we've seen recently, a lot of what were facts have actually been completely exposed as fake. So don't get your knickers in twists, don't get upset. So, the inauguration of President Trump. We have to discuss it. It's the biggest news in the world. Nothing was bigger than Trump's comeback. He doesn't call it a comeback, but he doesn't call it a comeback because of the way he feels about losing the last election, one before. But it is a comeback, and it's the greatest comeback of all time for the most powerful position in the world when the world is in a flux. It's so unsettled, so many wars, so many contentious issues, so much mental instability. And I mean, some of these people on TikTok that you see, and if you don't go out there and deliberately look at this stuff and find it, honestly, it's there. It's shocking what we put up with now and say, that's just that person expressing themselves. They're miserable. They pretend to be happy, a lot of these people. And you know, I'm talking about so many different types of people. Gender fluid, trans, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter. Everyone to themselves. But they scream and shout and hate on anyone that doesn't accept them for who they want to be recognized as. And look, I'm all for anyone wanting to be whatever they want to be. But where I draw a line is making me, forcing me to have to agree with that, even when I believe it smacks in the face of science, of proven, established, hard facts. And I think a lot of people around the world are getting sick to death of it. And I think that's one of the reasons someone like Trump has done well. I just do. I think people have had enough of it. The inauguration, I thought, was very entertaining. I thought it was very well done. It was held indoors because of the weather. But I'm assuming it was also held indoors because of security concerns as well. I mean, you're talking about the most targeted man on the planet. But I thought it was done very, very well. I thought they put on a great show. The singing, the music was amazing. I thought Carrie Underwood did fantastically well in a very difficult situation. She's done nothing wrong, but people came out with hate. She sounded fantastic. It's not her fault that the system didn't work, the audio. And she sang a cappella. I challenge anyone to try and do that on such a momentous occasion. I think she did extremely well. She was very brave. She did her job, and she's a true talent. I also think the military choir were superb. And you could see they were really into it. And I honestly thought it was very patriotic, and it was superb. And it reminds you that America is the greatest nation on earth, and it's one nation. And that you should be proud of that nation. No matter who is in charge at any given moment, you should be proud of that nation. The speeches, wow, there were some weird ones, right? Most of them were completely bland and whatever. I don't know who the pastor was, the black pastor, young guy. Wow, he was sailing high and sailing low. He was amazing, amazing, so entertaining. But Trump's speech, holy moly. So he broke some taboos. Some would say not classy. To do that in front of your opponents when they can't talk back and to have to sit there and squirm, he does love doing that. He loves making his opponents squirm. I don't know. I'm not Trump. I wouldn't have handled it that way, but I'm a different guy. The way he did it, it was pretty brutal. And credit to Joe Biden. Whether or not he knew what was going on, I don't know, to be honest. But credit to him, he just sat there and took it. And he just took it. He didn't roll his eyes, didn't make a fuss, nothing else. And credit to Kamala Harris. She just sat there and took it. It's like, okay, yeah, winner's perks. And just took it. But, don't get me wrong, it was brutal. I mean, he came out flying. So here's the thing, and I think this is going to be what you're going to see from Trump now for 4 years, because he only has 4 years and he knows it. He doesn't need to get re-elected. He just doesn't care. He's got a mission. He's got a finite time to do it. It's a very short amount of time. He's come out with guns blazing. So many executive orders, nobody could keep up. I could do this on Cigar Time and try and go through the executive orders that he's done, but it would be pointless because there's now like 200. It's insane. So a lot of executive orders do stand out, but I'll tell you one that really stood out, which just happened, I think it was yesterday, was he signed an executive order banning men from women's sports, and he did it in front of all these girls and women. And I'm behind that one, 100%. I don't know what has been going on, but the disparity has been insane. Again, we're enabling insanity, and it's talk about unfair. These poor women and girls who for millennia have been trying to get equal rights to men. And finally they get close, and then men take it away from them. Men. Let's be clear. These are still they're men. They've got the same brain they had before, and they're saying no, and violently saying no, you'll do it our way. Well, I'm sorry, how different is that to Taliban or anybody else? No, that executive order was fantastic, and I hope now the Olympic Committee also follow through with the ban. Is it controversial? I don't care. It shouldn't be controversial. Men are not women. Men shouldn't be competing against women. Boys shouldn't be competing against girls. It's just not fair. It isn't. Create a new category. But I've discussed this before. It shouldn't be a shock to anyone. And this is just the way I feel. Obviously, some people are going to get upset. It's not my problem. Not everything is about you. And someone else shouldn't suffer because you're having a bit of a mental health crisis. Or mummy and daddy have told you that actually you're a girl, not a boy. If you want to be. Because it makes them look cool in front of their woke friends. It's crazy. Crazy what's going on out there. So many of this is the parents' fault. Really is. Should be ashamed of themselves. And I know it's trendy. It's trendy in a lot of circles to have a trans kid. I don't know what's going on. And then you've got the healthcare system that is also on board with this, doing surgeries. The whole thing is awful. Awful in my eyes. Awful. It needs to stop, and Trump is putting a stop to all of it. Thank goodness. Wow. Yeah. So that's the one that stands out to me. He's done so many others, and he's rescinded so many things that Biden, let's be honest, Biden probably didn't even know about most of the things towards the last 2 years that had been enacted. He had full-on dementia. I've seen it. I saw it with my mother. We'll see what state he's in 4 years' time. But the media lied. They all lied. They had a coup. They put Kamala in. It is what it is. Nobody voted for Kamala Harris to be the nominee. You didn't get an option. You didn't get a choice. This was the candidate, whether you liked it or not. And they just bet on the fact that so many people hate Trump, because half the country hates Trump. They bet on the fact that so many people hate Trump that they've got a really good shot that they could get it. Even though no one got a chance to pick her. And she was a totally inadequate candidate. And now the CBS interview has come out. Watch it. Watch the full interview, the unedited interview. She is a moron. And she was so close to the most powerful position on the planet. Now some people go, oh, well, Trump's a moron as well. Look, he's a billionaire. Trump's talent is putting together teams. He makes mistakes. Of course he does. But he can talk without having to have an auto cue. He rambles sometimes, but that's because his brain is exploding with ideas. Oh, honestly, I can't believe we couldn't come up with better candidates, but it is what it is. And I think that It'll all be okay. That's the key. Which leads me on to Elon Musk and Doge. The Department of Government Efficiency. The left media, I don't know if the people are really screaming. I guess they are. Some are wokies who hate Elon Musk and hate Trump. They're screaming that he's going too far. Blah, blah, blah. Doge, get out of our USA ID and stop this and stop that. Listen, if this was my tax dollars that these guys are squandering on Ponzi schemes, which is what they all are, USA ID is a Ponzi scheme. Let's be honest, what they're uncovering now is that the US government is a Ponzi scheme. In all but actuality, it really is. If it was my tax dollars, I'd be furious that this hasn't come out before and been investigated. Bring it all down if they have to, but stop. You're $38 trillion in debt. You're paying over $1 trillion a year in interest alone on the debt, and it's skyrocketing. You're gonna be bankrupt at this rate before you know it. And you've got a shrinking population. It's not going to replace itself properly because your birth rate's too low. Who's going to pay for all this debt? China's going to own you. Japan's going to own you. It's crazy. Get in there and go, and what Elon's team is doing, line by line. 1 million here, 1 billion there, 10 million here, 500,000 here, 50,000 here. That all adds up to $38 trillion that's being spent. It's a lot. You need to get the deficit down. He said he's going to get the deficit down by $1 trillion, maybe $2 trillion. And you've got to stop spending on this stuff. It's ridiculous. And you've got to stop the corruption. The corruption is out of control. And people are moaning about it just because they hate Trump so much. But come on, your tax money. If someone came to your front door and said, right, you pay on average $20,000 a year in tax. Give me that $20,000 right now because I want to go and fund a sex change procedure in Iraq. I'm sorry, what? No, it should be spent here in the USA on things that we need here. No. I want to take your 20,000 and I want to go and spend it on an LGBTQ play in Ireland. It's like, what the hell is going on? And then say, no, I'll take your 20 grand because I want to pay it to Politico because we need more left-wing bias media. This is all facts. They're squandering your money on stuff nothing to do with the country, and if it is, it's complete and utter corruption. Ponzi-style corruption. The kickbacks must be insane. Nancy Pelosi isn't worth $150 million by chance just because she's a great trader. I'm sorry. Rain, a little bit of rain. So please, it makes me angry. If you're going to pay tax, then there should be oversight, way more oversight than there is now. And the reason all these people are screaming like crazy, especially the politicians, is because their kickbacks are about to stop. Their wealth tap is being turned off. And all their buddies that they've been paying, they're going to pay them when they come out of office, their lobbyists and everyone else, their tap is getting turned off now. That's it, period. Now, I wish here in New Zealand and in the UK where I'm from originally, I wish we had someone there going line by line, stripping these costs out as well. Because I don't see taxes going down anywhere, and I see costs going up, and I see debt going up. Well, there's so much fat to trim in these countries. The corruption is so high in New Zealand and in the UK. The kickbacks, the entities that are taking this money, the foreign aid, where does it go? It's not going to where you think it is. Ukraine and stuff, they don't even know where it is. Zelensky, he doesn't got a clue where this money is. They're missing billions. The Pentagon has failed 5 or 7 audits in a row? Can't account for almost $1 trillion. Slush funds, it's going to people, come on. It's crazy, it's got to stop. Get in there. Pete Hegseth. He's now Defense Secretary. He's going to do a great job. Return the US to a war-fighting policy. None of this other nonsense that they've been going through. And this expenditure. Did you know, I think you won World War II with 7, was it 7 4-star generals? 7. I think you've got almost 50 4-star generals now. I'm going to be wrong on both of those numbers, but you get the point. It's close to those. And these 4-star generals all quit with mega jobs. Funny that, to defense contractors. What a surprise, you know? Well, Pete Hegseth is going to put a stop to that. Get the money back to who deserves it, the soldiers. The men and women on the front line. The ones who are actually putting their lives at risk. These tax dollars could be going to your fire department, your health care, your policing, your schools, education. Anyway, Doge is a good thing. I'm all for it. The end. Politics over. Click. Sorry. I don't know how many people I just lost as subs. But it is what it is. I'm just talking. It's just my opinion, and I get quite enthused about it. Because I hate corruption. It's from the bottom of my heart, I hate corruption. Corruption to me is the worst sin. It's awful. Public office corruption is disgusting. It's theft from people who are just struggling to survive. It's revolting. They've got no morals. Awful people. These congressmen and senators, they just make my skin crawl. A lot of them. They really do. Sometimes you need business people to come in and fix things. Right. Sorry, switches off, I said. Sports. On to sports. 2 things. Lewis Hamilton has now finally joined Ferrari. He's in red. I've seen him driving. I can't wait. I'm so excited about Formula One this year. I'm definitely going to subscribe to watch. I am absolutely excited. So yeah, can't wait for that. I think it will be superb. Brilliant season. I think we could see the best racing that we might have seen since, I don't know when. I can't remember the last time it was great. Mika Hakkinen, Michael Schumacher maybe? Yeah. Some of the battles between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg were good. But same car? No, you want to see 2 different cars. And I'm hoping Ferrari have got their act together. McLaren look like they've got their act together. Red Bull, I don't know where Mercedes is. But I'm just hoping that there's a 4-way fight, and I hope it's awesome. And I can't wait to see how Lewis Hamilton does. I really can't, because he's, what is he, 40? He must be becoming up to 40 now. Amazing. Super Bowl. So, this rain is just, it's gentle. I don't think the microphone will pick it up because of the noise of the river and everything. The Super Bowl is coming up, so by the time you watch this, the Super Bowl will have already happened. And I read that Donald Trump's going. I guess J.D. Vance is going. And then Travis Kelce, who is Taylor Swift's boyfriend, who is playing for the Chiefs, said it would be his honor to play in front of Trump. Now, Taylor Swift hates Donald Trump, and Donald Trump hates Taylor Swift. Part of me thinks that Donald Trump is doing this just to troll Taylor Swift, and if he does, it's an epic troll. It really will, because she's so used to all the attention. She would have turned up at the Super Bowl, no matter who else would have been there. It would have all been about Taylor Swift in the box, watching her boyfriend playing in the Super Bowl. I guarantee it. But because Trump is now going to be there, I guarantee she's going to get this much footage, and it's all going to be about Trump. It really is. So I think this is just some epic troll that he's doing. You never know. We'll see. Hey, I might be wrong. He might not turn up. I don't know. So you have to cut me some slack on this. It's before the Super Bowl. TV. What have I been watching? And what can I recommend and not recommend? Well, on Netflix, American Manhunt for O.J. Simpson. Wow, it was really good. This is new documentary. I saw footage and photos in there that I had never seen. And it was pretty epic. And the interviews with the people who were involved in the case, the policeman, Mark Furman, all these guys, the prosecutors, they were there. Even his agent was interviewed on this thing. And it's compelling. A really great watch. Watch that show. They obviously released it after he died. But yeah, pretty shocking. Pretty shocking. And what you hear at the very end from his agent, wow. How come this has never come out before? I don't know why, but shocking, really shocking. You got to watch it. I've seen so much stuff on it, but this was good. It was really good. Now I've just got to check everything's working on the camera. Yeah. Stay Close. That was also on Netflix. It's a Brit police drama. That was also very good with a massive twist at the end. So Stay Close, very, very good as well. Also on Netflix was The Night Agent. Now, Night Agent, I saw the first season a year ago, 2 years ago, was pretty good. This one was very good, very gripping, had a lot going on, got quite confusing with so much happening, but great show, The Night Agent on Netflix. I thoroughly recommend that. On Apple TV, so Severance, the second season, holy moly, it's complicated. So complicated the way it's been filmed. Ben Stiller is a bit of a directing genius, as it turns out, but would I say it's very good? I don't know if I would say it's very good. It's just, it's interesting. I'll be honest, I don't care if I carry on watching it or not. I thought the first one was superb. This one is so convoluted, so out there, I just, some of it is too much. So yeah, I'm not a big buyer of that. But I am a big buyer of Prime Target on Apple TV. New show about this genius kid at Cambridge. He's a maths genius. And the spy agencies are watching him. They all want him to work for him or to get rid of him. Very, very good, Prime Target. Yeah. This cigar, it's so lovely. Now, I posted a picture of my camera, of this setup with the tarp overhead, because, you know, my awning got ripped off. And people said, oh, that looks so great. It's old school camping again. And it is old school for me, because I've had the awning for quite a long time, different awnings. And a lot of people said, when are you getting a new awning? So a new one is on the way from Bushwhacker, those same guys. They're great guys. But this time I'm going to simplify it, just a square awning coming out, that's it. So it'll look sort of like this, a bit smaller maybe, but much more simple. The thing with the batwing awnings, for what I do, is it's so complicated, requires so many guy lines, it's so heavy, they're 40 kilos, that it's just so much work that it used to put me off putting it out, because I knew it would take so long to put in. And as it happens, it got absolutely wrecked by that massive storm on the mountain on Mars. So yes, to answer that will be a new awning coming. And then finally, big news. I am leaving soon for a bucket list item trip. Now, I don't know if anyone really noticed me saying it in the last video. No guesses came out. I am going to Alaska. That's right, I'm going to Anchorage. I'm renting a camper van. So this is late February. Renting a camper van, driving from Anchorage to Fairbanks, and back, and doing all sorts of things on the way. I'm going to try as much as possible. The great guys at this camper van company have drawn up an itinerary for me. I'm hoping to get as much of it done as possible. I want to do snowmobiling, ice fishing. There's so many things. I want to camp in a tent, in a forest, snowshoes. I don't think hot tent's going to happen. But I want to try and do all these different things. So very excited to be going to Alaska. If there's any people on here from Alaska, you never know, you might see me come through. All right, everybody. Well, that was cigar time. Thank you very much for coming along on it. I'm sorry if I upset anybody. I'm not really sorry, but sorry. It's just an opinion, and it's just a view. You know, hopefully we can get back to the days where we can actually talk about these things without everyone getting angry, throwing a hissy fit, and screaming and you know, storming off because they didn't get their way. I just hope we can return to some civility and normality at some point. It's maybe after Trump's out of office. Maybe we can heal a bit as a world. But hey, you know, is what it is. All right, everyone, I'll bring you back at bedtime. Thanks for coming. And Bernie thanks you as well, but he's zonked. Absolutely worn himself out. All right, everyone. Bring you back at bedtime. Oh, right. I've got to put my bed up. No, Bernie, you stay on yours. It's a good boy. So Bernie has a habit of just lying wherever he wants and taking my bed and my space, even though I put his bed out for him. You stay over there. All right, another thing about Bernie is he does not like the pad pump. So when I start this thing up, so this is the Thermarest Neo Loft. Yeah, so when I start this thing up, he's not going to be happy about it. But it is what it is. Okay. So get ready for it. He won't be happy. I'm going to fast forward it because it takes quite a while with this little pump. Here we go. I'll have to remember to put a timer on that because it takes ages. I'll put a time. Hopefully, I'll remember to put a timer on. Now, there's a lot of moths around, attracted to this light. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it, really. Oh, this is going to be so comfy. Okay, and I've got my brand new Big Agnes Diamond Park 30 degree. Got my pillow, which I can inflate or not. So 30 Fahrenheit bag, total, you would think overkill. But Big Agnes bags are rated, the rating that they show you, so that 30 degree Fahrenheit, I think is actually their survival limit. They're nowhere near, it's not comfort, definitely nowhere near comfort. Okay, so what this does is it hooks over the end of your pad. Now this is a massive pad. I'm sure the Big Agnes was not designed to go on this big. So fingers crossed it fits. Otherwise, I'll just have to sleep in it like a normal sleeping bag. But let's see. Hopefully it doesn't rip. No, that seems okay. That fits. Look at that. And the beauty of this bag is, well, it's got loads of things that are great about it, but basically it's got two zips, one on each side. There's another one here, so you can have it like that. The pillow goes in a little pillow holder under here. You've got a hood for your head here. Just comfy. All right, I'm gonna get into bed, then bring you back. Check it out. Oh, these moths are a nightmare. It's possible this is the most comfortable I've ever been. This, I can't begin to explain. Hey, Bernie, come up here. Come and say hello. Hello. Hello, my lovely. Should we take your collar off? Let's take his collar off so it's comfy. Comfy sleep for Bernie is important. Come on then. Come on. Oh. Hello. Come on then. Oh, grumble. Where do you want to go? Hang on. I've got to leave it up to Bernie to decide how he wants to lie down on me. There he goes. Oh, Bernie, don't scratch. Superb. What a great camp. Oh, what a nice tent. I tell you, you wouldn't want to use this thing in winter. No way, because it's just all mesh. It would be freezing, and if there was snow, and if there was spin drift, it would just blow in underneath and it would come in through the mesh. But it's a good space, definitely big enough for two. Very comfy to be on this pad and on the stretcher, and on the foam in the stretcher. It was so easy to set up, really. These two poles. 4 poles, but so simple, such a simple concept. Pretty heavy, pretty bulky, this tent as a whole, but it's fast. I think it would be fairly strong. I would not have this in a storm. No way. But I'm so comfy. This sleeping bag is just lovely. And yeah, it's just cold enough to justify. I think this bag will be warm enough. It's 600 fill power, 30F. So I think they rate them to about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is probably good for 45 Fahrenheit comfort. What's that? 7 degrees Celsius. No way is it a 30 Fahrenheit bag. I'd say that's with all your clothes on, thermals on and everything else. And probably you're transitioning into survival limit there. But it's comfy, and I've got the 0-degree version, which again is not really 0, but it's very comfy, so spacious. It's not tapered, so you can stretch out. This pad, this Neoloft, is very comfy. This whole thing is nice. Camp was great. No rain. Am I disappointed? Actually, no, not really. Makes it easier to pack up. And it's just a nice, chilled camp, which sometimes I just love. And as I said, I'm going to Alaska soon. So I wanted a chilled camp. Before that, Bernie, you quite comfortable? I think you are. Also, I don't think I said why I wasn't drinking. I'm on the wagon. I've been on the wagon. I was ill for a while before my US trip, and then got back from the US. And a few days ago, I got ill again with the same thing. So, yeah, I just hadn't taken enough antibiotics for long enough. So I'm back on antibiotics. So really, I don't want to drink. And also, just for health, I've managed to lose quite a bit of weight, training hard, eating well, not drinking. And I'd like to maintain. So I still want to burn off some more fat. I haven't got much left, but I do want to burn it off. And then I will have the occasional drink after that. You know, I'm getting older now. I shouldn't be drinking too much. I've got to be looking after myself more so I can look after my family. I have responsibilities. And to look after Bernie and Bolly, his sister. I got a message from Anne. She's out with a friend at like a music festival near our place. And they've got Bolly with her. And they get separation anxiety at first when they're away from each other, but then they chill out. I mean, look at him. He's zonked. Hello, Bernie. He's happy. So he'll sleep here next to me all night, I hope. He does fidget a bit and pushes his leg into me to remind me he's there. Hello. Don't have to pour. Dinner was epic, wasn't it? 2 double cheeseburgers with all the trimmings. Oh, I'm so stuffed. That cigar was lovely. Cigar time. Bit contentious, but yeah. But it had to be said. I had to get it off my chest, didn't I? Hopefully we won't have to discuss politics anymore for a few years. Oh, I don't know. The UK is such a mess that who knows. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think it's time to go to bed. So I'm going to close the mesh door and then tuck in. Thank you, Bernie. All right, come on your bed. On your bed. Bedtime, Bernie. Bedtime. You're not sleeping on me. Come on, bedtime. All right, night, everybody. See you. Unless something catastrophic happens, see you in the morning. Good night, everybody. Night, Bernie. Oh, so comfy. Night, Bernie. Morning, Bernie. Oh. Well. Bernie. Too much. All right. Very lovely. Too much. Oh, good Lord. Help. Help. Bernie. Bernie. Please. Too much. Oh, Bernie. Oh. There's my kisses. Ah. Bernie. Oh. Oh, help. Oh, my word. Oh, Benny. Oh. Please. Bernie, sit. Bernie, sit. Bernie, sit. Oh, French kiss. First thing in the morning. Hey, Bernie. Oh, Bernie, lie down. Okay, there we go. All right, I've got you. It's okay. Good boy. Morning. It's okay. Holy moly. God. Were you happy to see me or something? Oh, morning, everybody. Oh, rubbish night's sleep because I just couldn't get to sleep for ages. And then when I did, I woke up, and then had to pee. You got to do these things. And then just couldn't get back to sleep. So I think I've had about 4 hours sleep. He hasn't had 4 hours sleep. He sleeps like a log. Oh. Ugh. Yuck. Kisses. Oh, good Lord. Round 2. Oh, teabagging. Ah! Oh. I think we have to let him out. Do you want to go out and pee-pee? Oh, violent. It's a violent, happy wake-up. Oh. Oh. All right, let's let him out. And get up and have a coffee urgently. All right, Bernie, go on then. Go pee-pee. Oh, Bernie, careful. Oh. Good boy. Oh, let's have a look. What are we looking at? Oh, it looks lovely. What a morning. Beautiful river. Beautiful Bernie. We need coffee, don't we, Bernie? Hello, my lovely. Hello. I know. Stretchy. Thank you for my kisses. He's so lovely. Right, let's get up, have a coffee. Oh, it's chilly. You can see the thermometer, it says 8 degrees. But it's going to warm up quickly, I hope, because of the sun. My tarp is looking a little bit saggy. That happens overnight. Gets saggy. Right. I can't believe I've spilt stuff on my jeans. Nightmare. Okay. Let's get a coffee on. Hello. Hello, my lovely. What are you doing? Sit. Oh, I know what he wants. We've got to sort his breakfast out. But I've got to have a coffee, Bernie. Oh, we get another AeroPress. Yum. Okay, let's sort Bernie's breakfast out. Okay. Good boy. It's such a good boy. to just tighten my floppy tarp a bit. It kind of stretches as it gets a bit damp overnight. Oh, hello Bernie, was that a lovely breakfast? Was that a lovely breakfast? Yeah. Coffee time. And this is most urgently needed. So my sleep last night, not great. I love the fact that the thing's got the paper filters storage at the bottom. I accidentally put this in the dishwasher with paper filters in, and they were still dry, so it actually locks them in. Didn't sleep, took me ages to get to sleep. Oh, it's just all wasn't as planned. I was comfy, but my mind was racing. Do you ever get that in the morning, or in the night? You just, oh, did I do this? Did I do that? And I was thinking of things, and I just couldn't get to sleep. That's coffee, Bernie. I don't think you want coffee. Let's go strong. Go strong or go home. Oh. I'm going to be tired today. I can't believe it got down to sort of 8 degrees. That's chilly when you haven't got, now the sleeping bag. So, observation, I didn't have socks on, so my feet were a bit cold. So as I said, and I had the door of the tent completely wide open. So as I said, this sleeping bag, rated for 30 Fahrenheit, which is, what is that, -1 Celsius. I think it's only going to be comfortable, though, down to maybe 5 degrees Celsius. Then you're bordering in that transition limit where you would need clothes on in the sleeping bag. Especially socks. But other than that, I don't think you'd want to get any colder than that. So yeah, that's their 30 bag. So assume it's good till 45, something like that. Yeah, just to be safe. I think they actually say it, add 15 degrees Fahrenheit onto the temperature, that just to be sure. But I was fine. It's a comfortable bag, very comfortable bag. I just couldn't sleep, that was all. Right, we need this coffee. Having proper coffee at camp. And the thing with this thing is, you could even use this if you were wild camping, to be honest. If you didn't have miles and miles to go, I would use this. All in one unit. But it's so easy with a car camp. I might even take this to Alaska with me and have it in the camper van there. So I've got a long way to drive and I need decent coffee. So I can get some decent coffee there and have this system with me. I think it would be a godsend. Look at that, piping hot, lovely coffee. Oh. Oh. Insulated mug. The only thing with an insulated mug, you can't warm your hands up on it. But it does mean you can hold it. Right, we've got a breakfast. I'm going to have breakfast this morning. So we've got to get the cob grill out, get that warmed up, and get it ready. So I'll bring you back for breakfast. I think we'll have a look at the river first, just to see what it's like. Oh, yeah. This is great. Good job, AeroPress. Oh, lovely. Let's have a look at the river. And Bernie has just run off around here. Oh, he's in the water. Oh, he's having a drink. He's had a stick here. Ooh. Hey, Bernie. What's that? Been playing in the river. Oh. What a morning. What a morning. So we're at 500 meters above sea level here. That could be a postcard. A Harry Potter moving postcard. That water is so clear. Hello, Mr. Playful. You're very happy. It's colder, isn't it? And you like it. It's better than that horrible hot summer. Bernie? Isn't it? I know. You've had your breakfast. All right. Sun's coming up. I'm going to keep the tarp up because give me some protection from the sun. But I don't think this is going to show up on the camera. Let's have a look. His little baby wolf howl. Can you howl? What? What's the matter? You know what the next phases are. You've got to do the phases, Dad. Okay. I'm gonna have this coffee. Then we'll get the cob on for breakfast. Maybe it's because I'm saying breakfast so many times. And then I think another coffee with that. You are so vocal. What's going on? Okay. Enough of that. Just occurred to me, I haven't shown you the other side of camp since I put everything up. I don't know how I skipped that. Hey, Bernie. So that's what it looks like. Pretty cool, huh? And you can clearly see the sort of the valley I'm in here. Hey, it's clouding over a bit, which actually I don't mind. Bernie is so vocal. You want to go for a walk, don't you? All right. We'll go in a second. So yeah, looks good. The awning was just right. It didn't rain. I'm afraid. Bernie, shush. Shush now. Shush. Good boy. It didn't rain last night, so not a good test of the tent, but is what it is. I think it would be fine. I've checked the materials. Bernie, sit. I'm trying to talk to the camera. You're making it all about you. You're very needy. Look, you can really see his brown. Look at that. Thick brown undercoat. All right, breakfast. Yeah, camp looks great, doesn't it? Anyway, breakfast. I don't think there's much gas left in that, but it should be good enough for what we're doing. What are we doing, you're asking? What are we doing, Tony? We are having some vanilla waffles. These are New Zealand waffles, pre-made. You just have to heat them up. They're vanilla waffles made in New Zealand since 1993. Not that old. And some middle bacon. He's such a good boy. He's sitting like such a good boy. I will give him a piece of bacon. Definitely. Got my plate of many things. And I got some Queen Pure Canadian maple syrup. Okay. So bacon on first. Now try not to get any more food on my jeans, although to be honest at this point it makes no difference because they're filthy. I can't believe I spilt. But it's impossible to eat double cheeseburgers like that with so much stuff in and not make a colossal mess. And plus I'm just a bit messy. Messy eater. Can you see him? He's got one foot in his bowl. I don't know if you can make that out. Before you ask, yes, I do wash my hands constantly. Oh, this bacon's not that great. It's kind of, middle bacon is falling apart a bit. So I've got to put a few on, enough for me, enough for Bernie. I think if I only had one cook system to take on car camps that I had to use all year round, it would be this Cobb grill, this gas version Cobb grill, because it just never lets me down. I've used this in such cold temperatures as well in Mount Cook. I did a blizzard video. I've cooked all sorts in it. I've got an extension to lift it up so you can do big full roast chickens, things like that. I've got a rotisserie for it. I've got a pizza oven for it. It just does everything. I do love the Cobb grill, I have to say. It's my favorite cooking kit. So I have foaming soap. And then I have a water tank on my truck. And I have a tap. Well, you see that sun? Very warm. It's kicking in. Right, so as soon as the bacon is ready, we can swap it over, put the waffles on. All I need to do with the waffles is sort of heat them up, brown them slightly. And that's it. Quick and easy. Put some maple syrup on and we're good to go. There's a lot of water in this bacon. could be a while. Wow. It's colder than I thought it was. Actually, my hands are cold. So this sun will be quite nice when it does pop up. Right. Bacon. Oh, bacon is ready. Oh my, smoke, smoke. The gas ran out. Finally. I've had the same gas bottle in this thing for such a long time. So he's gonna get that. I won't say his name because then he'll be pestering me constantly. Right, so all I need to do is warm up a couple of waffles. Oops, I broke one. Hang on. There we go. Bits of waffle. Oh, smoke. So, it's because of all the fat on the top, but it collects all the juices underneath, so that it drips down into a drip tray which doesn't smoke, which is kind of cool. But I need to move it out of the way a bit. Oh, just there's a breeze coming through here. And then we're good to go. Hello, Bernie. Oh, he's going to love his. A little bit of bacon. He's going to love it. Now, I mustn't burn these. Just need heating up for a couple of minutes. That's it. Sort of toasting. And another coffee. So I've just boiled the kettle. Oops. Right, I think I can turn the waffle off. I think I can turn the waffles off because we don't want to burn them. They should have oh yeah, they look good. Okay. Coffee. Can't have my waffles with maple syrup without some decent coffee. So I worked out how not to spill it. It's just you do half a scoop at a time. It probably says that in the manual. And anyone who knows my channel knows I don't read the manuals. Stir. Put the plunger in. That's it. Okay. Waffle time. Oh yes. Good timing. Browned to perfection. Maple syrup. Oh, the waffles smell great. Put some maple syrup on the bacon. Lashings of maple syrup. We're good to go. All right, Bernie, Bernie, would you like some bacon? There you go. What's in there? Go on then. Check it out. Toasted waffles with bacon and lashings of Canadian maple syrup. Yum. Yeah. Oh, I was about to say let's not spill any more on my jeans, but what difference does it make at this point? Oh yeah. Not the best waffles I've ever had, they're average. I could have bought my waffle maker and made fresh ones. But I was a bit lazy. But next time I definitely will. The waffle maker I've got is awesome. I tell you what, you get quite a nice foamy coffee when you push right at the end. Cheers everyone. It goes so well. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm making you hungry. Bernie, did you enjoy your bacon? You're licking your lips. Must have enjoyed it. All right, everyone. What's not to love? I'll bring you back for packing down camp. Alright everybody, it's time to pack up camp. Oh, I usually dread this time, but actually this won't be so bad. This is one of the easier ones that I've had to do. So what I'll do is I will fast forward as usual from now. all packed down. Right, I think I'll bring you back for the drive out of here, which is pretty grim, pretty gnarly. I was going to use the drone, but I don't think it will pick anything up. So I'll bring you back from inside the truck. All right, we're off. Gosh, it's bright. We are off. Bernie, are we off? Hey, you okay? Haven't left you behind? Good boy. Okay, let's go. Bye-bye campsite, you were great. Oh. Gully. Oh. Ah. This is... I can't see anything over the bonnet. Scratching so much, the truck. Oh. Yuck. Oh, scratching, scratching. And then we've got to get to the gate, open the gate, and go through. And then we're on our way home. 3 hours. Okay, quite a gully here. There's a little stream going through. And we're through. All right, gotta go and deal with the gate. Rule in New Zealand really is, if you come across a gate and it's closed, you go through, go back and close it again. If it's open, you don't need to. Hey Bernie, you alright? Alright, let's get cracking. Well, good place to say goodbye. Thanks very much, everyone, for coming on this camp. I hope you enjoyed it. We did, didn't we, Bernie? Did we enjoy camp? Thank you for my kisses. Thanks for everyone who bought merch, and thank you for all of our YouTube members, everyone on Buy Me a Coffee, all of our Patreon members, and everyone who does super thanks and super chats. And the comments are back on. YouTube assures me it's all sorted, so the comments are back on. So fingers crossed. So feel free to get in there, start commenting again. Hopefully the spam and the scams are gone. The trolls will still be there, but don't worry about them. We ignore them anyway. What else? I think, I think that's about it. Nothing else. I hope you enjoyed the camp. We'll bring you back again soon. And then after that, it will be Alaska, I think. So thanks again. Please, go and subscribe to the channel on www.abcampingandoutdoors.com, and you'll get an email whenever a new video comes out, and you'll get that email in advance. It doesn't cost anything at all. And don't forget to subscribe and like the videos as well. And also go to the Facebook page, sign up to the Facebook page so you can chat with everyone else on there, and my Facebook page. There's two. There's a group fan page and my page, and Instagram as well, and on X. Sorry, it got a bit political, but it had to happen. So many people were asking for it. So thanks again, everyone. And we'll bring you back next time with Tony and hopefully Bernie from AB Camping. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.